It's time for our OTS Showcase. Our OTS Showcase this week is going to be my friend DMC. Theo, I sent you his Instagram profile, so I hope you were able to.
You did.
Scroll through a little bit.
I scrolled through there a little bit. I found some matches of his that I was able to watch.
Yeah,
Kurt Angle has a little bit of a tagline of the three eyes of intensity, integrity, and intelligence. This man has
yeah.
four eyes. He has intensity, integrity, intelligence, and intensity a second time.
There you
This man
go.
not only has just such like a great like fighting mentality, but like he hits hard, man. He like his chops. I would not want to take that man's chops off. Like, granted, I don't want to take any chops, but his chops in particular, man, those things look like they hurt, bro. I don't want to take that at all.
Yeah. Luckily, I've never been on the receiving end of one of those, but I think Elias definitely
Yeah.
has. Yeah, Mr. DMC, good pal of mine. I remember he used to come to Proving Ground, and he was a referee at first. And when I first met him, I just thought, oh, this guy, he's just a referee. Like he's a ref. Nothing wrong with that. Obviously, I figured that was his path. He was taking in professional wrestling. So he reffed for a couple months, and I remember he rolled up one weekend and was like, "Hey man, I wrestle now, by the way." and I like looked up, I looked at like his social media to make sure he wasn't just saying that just to say that. I was like, all right, he is wrestling. So then we transitioned him into wrestling on Proving Ground and stuff. And I always thought, obviously, he was super green at the time and very young. But I always thought he was definitely a guy from the beginning, even when he was very new, that like you could put him in somewhere and he can pretty much hold it down. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh yeah, 100%.
very early on, I trusted him pretty heavily to like be able to actually do something that was asked of him to do. And then I stopped booking, and so I only got to work with him in a booking sense for a very short time. But then I just like got to hang out with him whenever he was at Proving Ground and stuff like that. Always been a super cool dude. Always been a homie. Always had good conversations with him. But especially like right before I came back, we started talking a lot and talking about movies and things like that. And now I don't talk to him as much. He has a kid now, and so I think he's got a pretty busy schedule now.
Right, yeah.
So I don't get to talk to him as much. But then I started coming back, and as I started coming back, he had started running a show, which ended up being the Establisher. He was the booker. It wasn't like his full on company, but he had partial ownership in it and was booking it and stuff like that. So I remember I came back and I was with Elias, and we did a battle royal, and at Tampa Bay Pro, and DMC was in said battle royal, and he worked with Elias for like 2 seconds and was like, I like this guy. I don't know who this guy is, but I like this guy. And so then he started booking us on Establishment, and then we brought in Carlos, and then we did everything we did at Establishment. I, on a personal level, am very grateful because he was kind of the only promoter really that actually gave me an opportunity. Nobody. There was obviously there were other people that let us do stuff, and I'm very appreciative of Real Pro and Brawl and stuff like that. But he was the only like real promoter that gave us like a storyline to follow and like actually trusted us and wanted to utilize us and enjoyed working with us for some reason. So yeah, on a personal level, I'm super grateful because he gave me an actual opportunity to like run with shit and do shit. But in ring, I've always thought he was super solid and a very good like. I hate using the word good hand because that's normally a negative connotation in a sense, but he kind of is like a good hand, like in a sense of you put him in any spot and like he's not a good hand in a sense of like we'll just make him squash guy or whatever. No, I'm saying he's a good hand in the sense of like you could put him in any spot. You could put him in a random tag match. You could put him in an opener pre-show match, or you could put him in a main event, and he's gonna deliver in some way, shape, or form in those spots. Obviously tags with. Go ahead.
I think really what that kind of also comes out, or what plays like to a big factor of that, is just how like even I noticed in the matches that I was watching, like he has such a great like expertise on just like the fundamentals of everything to do with like wrestling. Like he's just solid in every like thing that he does in the ring.
Yeah. Tags with Mikey Spandex, a former OTS Showcase from a couple weeks ago. That's mainly like we worked with them a lot during that kind of Establishment run that we had there. Them together are like peanut butter and jelly. They're best friends out of the ring, and in the ring you can obviously see. I've seen these guys beat the shit out of each other, and I've seen these guys also give incredible like matches together with each other as a tag team. Yeah, overall I think DMC is super solid. I'm not sure. Maybe DMC, if he watches this, he can correct us if we're wrong. But I'm not sure if he's taking bookings, and if he is, I'm not sure if he's taking a ton of bookings right now because again, I think his schedule is kind of busy. But always hit if you're a promoter that's interested in what we're saying, hit him up and see. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he can figure something out and whatnot. I hope he is taking bookings because again, he's really good and super solid. Yeah, I wish him the best too with his family and stuff like that, with his baby and whatnot. Yeah, that's our OTS showcase for the week is Mr. DMC.